Stay tuned to see how I made these amazing smoky beef back ribs on the Blackstone. Alright, we're going to be doing these party style. We're going to cut each bone up before we cook them. So let's get these guys out of the crowler. On the top here, not a lot to cut off. Actually, it just kind of falls off. There's some floppy meat on the bottom here. Let's get that taken off. And the least take this off. But I'm doing party ribs, so if it comes off, I'll take it off. If it doesn't, I won't. Ooh. And I'm going to take some of this fat underneath the membrane, since that came off so easy. Just get rid of that extra fat. I'm worried this line of bones is going to be a pain in my ass. So what I'm doing is, there's a bone nub there and another there, so I'm just coming to the side of this one, just cutting through that little bit of cartilage right there, finger down. A bit easier now that we're got a little bit more room between all the bones. That was a weird piece. I just wanted to cut off. Alright, so we got these all cut up. I'm going to do the same thing to the other set here back behind me. You don't need to watch me do the same thing twice. I'll bring you back whenever that's all finished. Got everything all cleaned up here, and I did leave the membrane on this one piece. It just did not want to come off. I didn't feel like dip messing with it, so it got to stay on. Just going to get these all put in my bowl here, if they all fit. By the way, this was 8.5 pounds total. I weighed the mess. I'm not going to get it all put in there. Plus about 10 ounces of fat, membrane, and one little piece of bone that I cut out. And it was $4.29 a pound. The only reason I bought it is because it looked really good at Costco, and it was on the cheaper side from what I've seen beef back ribs recently. So, okay, just going to go ahead and get these coated in a little bit of Worcestershire sauce. I'm just using this as a binder because I'm trying to get rid of this bottle, trying to be done with it. A few more of these and do these out, and I'll just do everything else in that bowl. Just do everything else up here. And then just to match our glaze later, I'm going to be using this Whiskey Bent 100 proof rub. Just has a nice whiskey flavor to it. Nice coating all the way around. Okay, that is all done. Whiskey Bent does have a version of this that has no sugar in it. This one has brown sugar. I just thought it might need the extra flavor considering how we're going to be cooking these on a Blackstone, not a smoker. I will put a picture of the bottle or something up in one of these corners for you so you can see if you want to get it. I know a lot of people out there do not want the sugar that comes on a lot of these rubs. But I'm just going to let these sit in the fridge for about 2 hours, up to overnight if you want to, and we'll get these cooking on the Blackstone. Okay, so we have our beef ribs. Our setup today is going to be on the Blackstone, so I have this burner on low medium. Went yesterday, I picked up this rack from Academy. Some cheap piece of junk that probably will be one use and then not any good afterwards. And I have it sitting on top of an upside down pizza pan lifter. This is the burner that is on away. Go ahead and take our beef ribs and put those onto our rack. Put our meat thermometer sensor. It actually does close. And for the smoke flavor, what we're going to do is take one of these tubes. I have 2 here. So if I need an extra one, can. Probably just gotta go ahead and use this one since it's more nasty. What we're going to do is we're going to come between using some applewood chips every now and then, and some of these Pit Boss hickory blend pellets. Thought I had competition, but all I had was this hickory blend that I got on sale. And after every 2 handfuls, throw a couple more of these applewood chips. Now the fun way to light this is with our blowtorch, of course. Kind of let that smolder for about 2 minutes, and then we'll get it put on the Blackstone. Okay, it's been about 3 minutes. Just blew the active flame out. Just gonna lay this right there. Close down our lid. Now I actually have no clue if on the Blackstone you're supposed to cook with the lid down or not. I'm assuming not, since it's painted and not stainless. So don't do this without knowing if you're supposed to or not. But my griddle top is about 320 degrees. I'm not sure what that's going to translate to over here where the thermometer is. But if I need more temperature, I can either raise this one up or turn a second burner on. See where we're at. If I have to make any changes, I'll let you know. Probably take these about an hour. I'll come out and check on them. So after half an hour, we've only gotten up to about 125 on this side. So I'm going to turn a second burner on instead of turning the other one up higher. Turn on about the same level. But while we're out here, let's go ahead and take a look at them. Not much has happened yet. Barely got any of our applewood going. Alright, so nothing really to show you besides I turn the other burner on and I'm wasting smoke. I'll bring you back. Okay, so for our glaze here, I have some frozen mango, not a whole bunch. Gonna add a splash of apple cider vinegar. Just a little bit of some cayenne pepper. Not a lot. A touch of some smoked paprika. Going for about a 1/4 cup here of some brown sugar. A little bit more, a little bit less. Doesn't really matter that much to me. Now some garlic. It's just what I have. Try not to judge. Going for about a clove. That should do. What would a bourbon glaze be without some sort of bourbon? Gonna do some Knob Creek 9 single barrel. Excellent bourbon if you've not had it. Should be about 40 bucks, 45 bucks, maybe 50. was shooting for half a cup there. Might have went overboard. And then whatever's left of soy sauce, just should be about half or a quarter cup. And a heavy pinch of some black pepper. Give this a good blend. Then we'll put it on the stove, just get it warmed up and reduce it a little bit. You don't need to see that, but we'll do that. We'll get this put on the stove, in a pan of course, not in this, to get it reduced down. I can't even make this stuff up, guys. I thought I was doing something halfway original. And told the wife what I was making for lunch. Then I turned on the TV, and there was a recipe from Man Kitchen Recipes of him doing the exact same thing. And I'll post a link up here if you guys want to watch that video. He's an amazing YouTuber. Give him a check out if you don't know who he is. Alright, we've had these guys on here about an hour and a half now. They're finally up to about 275 for the Blackstone. Turn the fire one on a little bit more. Left this one on about where I showed you earlier. Let's go ahead and get an internal reading on our party ribs here. Let's see a little bit higher. We got 130. These need more. I'm going to go and put a glaze on these and we'll get the temperature turned up a bit. So after the glaze can cook down a little bit, went in to give it another taste. It was extremely salty and strong flavored, so I did add a little bit of Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce to it, along with some honey. And now it is pretty damn good tasting. Okay, let's go ahead and get another tube filled. Go ahead and get this shut while I do it, to kill that fire down. Just like the other one. And full of pellets. Some of this applewood. And full of pellets. Get the plastic away from that. Just barely made that. Right. Again, we're gonna let this smolder for about 3 minutes, or let this burn for about 3 minutes, and then we'll get the fire blowing out and just let it smolder. Right, let's get this blown out. And we can pick this up. Just let these two work in tandem until we're done. I'll bring you back. So we're about done on these here. These need some more time. So what I'm going to do is just take our stupid rack here. Give it a nice turn. And shut everything back in. We got to be getting close on these. $160, $180. Okay, I think we're good. So I'm going to go ahead and turn these over. We'll get some glaze put on the bottom side. Get these put over into a different pan with some barbecue sauce. Barbecue sauce real fast. Get a layer of these put in to our pan over here. And I'm using this Stubbs sugar-free, sweet and spicy. Just rub that in with my brush here from my glaze. And just keep layering these. Just going to get this moved over there. I'm just going to cover this with some foil. In about 30 minutes, I'll bring you back for a taste test. Alright, so it's been 30 minutes since we did these. Got these guys underneath the foil on the rack here. Go ahead and take a look at them. Those look so juicy. Alright, what do you think about a taste test? Go ahead and give this guy a shot. Just pick one at random. This one's closest. There's much more smoke flavor on here than I thought there would be. Just a second. Those are delicious, cooked perfectly. Got a nice little bite to them. They don't fall off the bone. You have to actually chew them off the bone. That's exactly how I like them. It's just poosh. You can smoke on a Blackstone. Probably going to be doing more of this in the future. If you want to see that, go ahead and like and subscribe. While you're down there, leave me a comment. What else do you think I should be smoking on this? Brisket might be overkill, but I'm willing to give it a shot here shortly. Hope you enjoyed this video. See you in the next one. Be sure to check out this other amazing video.